Good day and welcome to the Daily Sport Rep Show. I'm your host Jesse Jackson Kauraisa, unpacking some of the latest sports news. And now for your stories in detail. Football administrator Mathew Haikali of the Akadia Academy has set his sights on fulfilling the dreams of young sport aspirants with hope to service and build a sport facility in Grysbok, Katutura. Haikali is calling on sponsors to come on board in order to help him fulfill the dreams of the athletes. Now this is what Haikali had to say. We are here at Grysbok. I'm joined by Master Mathew Haikali, a man that has been involved in a lot of activities, especially in football. Many of you would know him from the columns he has been writing in the Namibian and several football academies that he has administered. But right now we're here at a football field, still premature, but one can see that there is activity every afternoon. So Master Haikali will lead us into this and just tell us basically what kind of activities happen here and what are the plans for this field.
I'm involved with Youth Academy. It's actually a club that has been in existence for some time called Akadia Football Club. And the idea is there's no recreation facilities for young people in Grysbok. And the idea is to be able to create a facility where you would have not only the boys playing, but a park for the youngsters, a netball court for the girls. And what we've done is that we've applied to the city of Windhoek to allocate this space so that we can be able to create a football field and a recreation facility where youngsters between the ages of 6 and 23 can be able to use. At the moment, as you can see, it's very rough. Yes. We've tried to invest some small money, but it's very, very difficult. We are calling on the private sectors or interested parties to come and assist us. At the moment, we are running a raffle where we are trying to raise some money because we've got a quotation for the field to be brought to a specific level. You need around 60,000. Just the gravel, no grass initially. So that's what we are looking at. And it gives an opportunity for young people to come here every day from Mondays to Saturdays and be trained. We have coaches that are coming every day that do the training for them. And for us, it's getting them off the streets. And if we can keep them busy, then they're not going to have time to play on the streets or engage in, those social ills.
Very important. You mentioned about sponsorship right there, which is quite a crucial part. Which is funding that you need for the stadium. More or less, you're talking about over 60,000. Will there be more probably required in the future to make sure that this facility is of a state of the art to benefit?
Look, the 60,000 is basically to raise the foundation, to make it sure that it can be used for playing. Obviously, you need to be able to put some sort of ablution facilities. You need to be able to plant some trees where people can be able to rest. But that's long term. Right now, all we need is a playing ground for the boys, a netball court for the boys and girls, and a recreation because there are kindergartens around here. And when you have these youngsters, they can also come and use these facilities. Okay. Obviously, the 60,000 currently, and we are not looking for people just to donate. Yes. We can offer image brandings around the field as well. So if we can be able to get somebody to come and say, look, I'll give you the 60,000, what do I get in return? Obviously, it's something that we can be able to engage.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Master Haikali. Now on to your next one. Well, Namibian kickboxer Delano Muller hosted a motivational seminar at Perinawa Cultural Center in Otjiwarongo, Oretoveni recently. The seminar was attended by close to 60 participants and was held to support the cultural center, which struggles financially as they depend solely on sponsorships. The motivational seminar was held under Muller's Making Sports Accessible to Everyone Together initiative and focused on self-defense techniques to empower adults and children. He said that The initiative is aimed at for Namibians to donate new and old sports equipment, accessories, trophies, clothes and shoes, which will be utilized to help empower the youth who do not have the means to realize potential in sports. That was Telana Muller. The Kadatura Sports Union will host the Mbiripipo Mondinjavera Valentine's Cup between 12, 13 and 19th February at the Commersdale Sport Stadium and the Vanaheda Sports Stadium. The global amount for the tournament will be 35,000, with the football teams required to pay 1,900 for registration and 1,000 for netball registration. And now on to your next one. Former African boxer Jeremiah Loki Nakathila hopes to make the most of 2020 and is confident of claiming some glory. This is what Nakathila had to say. Loki Nakathila, welcome to the Sport Rep Show. Well, we know that you are a big name, big boxer, having won couple of African titles and all, and also fighting that was in the United States for the interim world title. So you're not an easy name. So tell us, Loki, it's 2022. What have been your plans and what do you want to achieve this year?
Yeah, no, speaking to you live, Jeremiah Loki Nakathila, we are back in the gym. So we're gonna announce soon, the big fight that will be coming up. So I've been in the gym, since January. So we just enter February now. So I'm already in the gym for a month. So I'm looking forward to, for bigger fights this year. 2022, I want to make it, my year. I want to make history and I want to make my country proud this year. So, I'm full time and I'm working hard each and every day, morning and afternoon. And just to achieve my dream, which is a world championship.
In terms of fitness-wise, what do you say, your body, how do you feel at the moment? Do you feel that you're getting there?
Yeah, I'm getting there, we started sparring and then how my body respond, my fitness level is okay. So, we already do sparring 12 rounds. If I can go 12 rounds, that makes more volume about the fitness. So I'm just looking forward, just to keep in shape. And then my promoter, Mr. Nesta Tobias, gonna announce soon, my next fight, and then I can't wait to step in the ring again.
Okay, I'm sure at the moment one of your targets will be the rankings. Apart from that, have you ever thought of going a weight division up? Because you look like you're growing and all that. Have you ever thought of that at the moment?
Yeah, I did. I did. I'm going to be a lightweight, and I want to move up to lightweight. I'm look bigger, I'm tall, and I think I can still do better in lightweight. I've been fighting at the junior light. I can still do it. I can still make my junior light, but I just feel like I can. I'm stronger. I'm having that strength and power to be at the lightweight. So it's to my advantage. But I thought of moving to lightweight now.
So it will be for your advantage, but obviously it's still early to talk about that. You still have to see how the year goes and the opponents that you meet and all that. All might depend on the promoter. Well, Loki, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome back, and it's now your brand new section and segment. That's the big match preview. Well, we don't have football at this moment, but we do have Julius Blue Machine Indongo, who will be in action. He says he is ready to pack a punch when he encounters or enters the ring on Saturday night against Chris Jenkins for a 9th title fight. The welterweight title fight will take place. That's at the Cardiff Arena. That's in Wales. We now cross over to the United Kingdom to hear from the Blue Machine himself.
Yeah, good afternoon, my man. So it's a great honor to have you for this predictable interview. And for sure, I'm very ready for this fight. So, and I was born for this, and I'm always ready. So there's nothing much I can say about the fight night, but this fight means a lot to me because the team behind me, they are very serious about this, and it's really motivated, and it's more accurate when it's come to the time and the emphasizing of things that I put it in. So everything is very genuine, and we ask all Namibian in UK that are possible to turn up, to show up to the fight, to come support, and we will be grateful, and we'll love to raise our Namibia flag higher because we're born for this, and I'll keep doing until I decide to retire. But currently, oh yes, man, I can't wait for Saturday night to happen because I'm very ready for this.
Good day, viewers, and welcome back to yet another jam-filled segment of Spotify. My name is Desiree Garces, and I will be showing you guys or telling you guys about the sports that's going to be taking place this weekend, or the youth sports rather. So first we can head over to Windhoek High School Sports Grounds where they will be hosting their inter-house athletics this weekend. It already started today, and it will be continuing until the 5th of February. So we will be seeing on Monday who in the inter-house athletics took the cup. Now we'll be heading into more athletics because we will also be having the Grand Prix League that will be taking place this weekend as well. That will also be starting on the 5th of February. And lastly, we will be having basketball, taking place at Van Rijn Primary School, but that will be starting on Monday, which is the 7th of February, till the 11th of February. So I will be coming to you on Monday with some footage of the basketball, as well as on Thursday with the results. And that is it from us on Spotify today. We'll be seeing you guys on Monday again, bringing you an update of the sporting activities that took place over the weekend. We'll be heading over to Jesse.
Welcome back. Thank you so much, Desiree Garces, for that youthful Sportify program. Thank you for updating the youth. Well, now we cross over. That's to our international correspondent, Ari Wogat, who is in South Africa to uncover international news. Over to you, Ari.
Good day, everyone. It's time to talk international sports that's starting this weekend in Beijing, in China. The opening ceremony on Friday, but actually there's been events starting 2 days before the opening ceremony, and it was curling that started events off in the Winter Olympic Games, and it was host China that competed against Australia. Tight game, and it is China, the host, that won by 6 points to 5. And interestingly enough, that first event took place in the same venue where Michael Phelps in 2008 won 8 gold medals. That was when the Olympics, the Summer Olympics, was in Beijing 2008. Other results from the curling in the what started events off for the Beijing Winter Olympics is Italy that beat the USA by 8 points to 4, and also Sweden was too strong for the Czech Republic, and they beat them by 7-4. Let's continue with some cricket news. It's the ICC International, the ICC World Cup Under-19s that's taking place at the moment in the West Indies, and the 2 teams playing in the final have been determined. It's going to be India that will play against England. So it was first, in the first semi-final, it was England that got the better of Afghanistan, and they beat them by 15 runs. And in the second semi-final, it was India that beat Australia. In that game, it was India that batted first. They scored 290 for the loss of 5 wickets, and then Australia were bowled out for 194 runs. And that final will be played this coming Saturday. Let's move on to some football news, and everybody in Africa is excited about the African Cup of Nations taking place in Cameroon. It's a high-profile tournament, and in the first semi-final, it was Burkina Faso that couldn't go through. It was Senegal that won that game. Senegal beat Burkina Faso by 3-1, and a great performance again from Sadio Mane. He's the international player that plays for Liverpool, as many will know, and Sadio Mane, a star for Senegal, and they will play in the final. They await the winners of the host Cameroon that will play Egypt to determine who's going to play against Senegal in the final. And now for some cycling news. There's 2 tours of cycling happening at the moment. The first one is the Tour of Valencia that's happening, and the first stage was a tough first stage. It was quite hilly. They went over quite a few mountains, and there was a breakaway in the end, and the winner of the first stage is Remco Evenepoel. He's from Germany. He's with the Quick Step Alpha team, and he won the first stage in 4 hours and 19 minutes. He was 19 seconds ahead of the rider in second place, Alexander Flasco. He's from the Bora team, and he was in second place. That is the Tour of Valencia, and the second stage will be over 172 kilometers. Then the Tour of Saudi is also taking place at the moment, and stage 2, it was Santiago Botrago, and he's from Bahrain. He won the second stage of the Tour of Saudi. Also lots of climbs, hill climbs in that one, and he was too strong for Andrea Bogali from Italy that was in second place. And the third stage in the Tour of Saudi will be over 181 kilometers. And let's move on to some golf news. There's again a few tournaments happening, firstly in the United States, and then also in Europe on the European Tour, and on the ladies PGA Tour as well. There's a tournament happening in the United States of America. But let's first go to Europe, and a part of the DP Tour, World Tour of the European Tour. It will be the Ras Al Khaimah Championship that will be played in the United Arab Emirates, and the winner of the Dubai Desert Classic just last week, Victor Hovland, will again be in action, and see if he can continue with his great form. And then Southern African interest will be again Justin Harding, that did well in Dubai. He was leading after 3 rounds, and hopefully he will do well in the United Arab Emirates. Then on the United States, US PGA Tour, it's the AT&T Classic, the Pebble Beach Pro-Am that's going to be played. And again, there's quite a few of the world top-ranked players that's going to be in action there. Some to mention is Jon Rahm, that's the world leader, the world number 1, and also Dustin Johnson. And South African interest is a Christian Besaidnout that's been doing very well lately. So he's one of the contenders that will tee off at the AT&T, the Pro-Am at the Pebble Beach. On the Ladies PGA Tour, it is a drive-on championship that's going to be played in the United States, and the world number 1 Nelly Korda again in action. She didn't do too well in the previous tournament. She made the cut but didn't finish in the top 20, and a big challenge for Nelly Korda at the moment is players like Lydia Ko, that's also doing great at the moment. So that is on the Ladies PGA Tour. Nelly Korda, world number 1, will be in action as well. So that's the international sport I conclude with. Lots of international sport to look forward to leading up to the weekend. You can make notes of the opening ceremony of the Beijing Winter Olympics that will be on Friday. That will be in Beijing, of course. And then the final of the ICC Under-19 World Cup that will be played in the West Indies. And of course, also this weekend, the final of the African Cup of Nations that will be played in Cameroon. All the best. Hope you have a great day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, thank you so much, Ari. Let's not forget about tonight's big encounter of the Africa Cup of Nations. Well, it is crunch time between the Egyptians and the Cameroonians. We know that one of the teams will play Senegal. That's in the final of the Africa Cup of Nations. Indeed, Senegal last night played great football against the Burkina Faso. Well, the Burkinabe, as they call them, they couldn't come above the Senegalese, with Sadio Mane, their Liverpool export, scoring the final goal. So they beat the team Burkina Faso 3-1 in an important encounter. Well, the Pharaohs, as they know them, have won this competition before, as well as the Cameroonians. So it is going to be a very delectable tie tonight, hoping to see some action of the finest African football. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraisa, that was it. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Ciao.